Underwhelmed, no?
Aye. Is that the resume of somebody to lead a club the size of Liverpool back to the Premier League title?
That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
Arne Slot will be sacked this season. I don't believe the hype in about him, and I don't think Liverpool will give him the patience.
They go Klopp, okay, Amber Rose doesn't hit the same. It is a downgrade. We have to be real. It is a downgrade. I fear for what the fall-off is going to be. There is going to be a fall-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
My question to everybody, has Liverpool played anyone? I'm just asking for a favor. As Liverpool are having a miraculous start to this season, and specifically Arne Slot, there was a lot of chatter when Arne Slot was hired as the new manager of Liverpool was, can he cut it in the Premier League? Is he Premier League proven? That word should be expelled from the dictionary of every football fan. This notion of Premier League proven is BS. Was Erling Haaland Premier League proven? Mesut Ozil? There's countless examples of managers or players thriving in the Premier League from other leagues. But Arne Slot is doing an incredible job. Even as me, I thought he would do a good job, eventually take us back to the top and be competitive. To do this in the first 13 games of the Premier League season, to be perfect in the Champions League, even me, I have to just bow down and say, Arne Slot, you are doing an incredible job. But why is Arne Slot doing an incredible job? I think it comes down to the defense. The defense is carrying this team. Yes, we can talk about Salah and the goal scoring he's doing, and we'll talk about that soon. But the defense is a brick wall at the moment with Van Dijk and the quality he's showing this season, showing he's the best center back in the world too. Whether it's Konate, okay, Konate goes down. Joe Gomez, you slot in. Joe Gomez feeding off the energy of Van Dijk and saying, we are defending with a purpose. They didn't allow any chances to Real Madrid. They didn't allow any chances to Manchester City. They haven't allowed a lot of chances to a lot of teams this season compared to last year with Klopp. With Klopp, you know it's going to be chaotic football, high pressing. We're going to give chances. We're going to create chances. But with Slot, it's a bit more like, okay, we take the 1-0 lead, be a bit more pragmatic. And I just got to say, even with the injuries of Shimikas to Bradley to Trent, no matter what player steps into this side, they all want to defend. And it's very reminiscent of the 1920 season for Liverpool, where Liverpool always had 1-0 lead, 2-0 lead, and you know, done, dusted. Order the caipirinha, order the mojito, order a shisha, coffee, tea, whatever drink, order whatever beverage you like. The game is over. And I'm kind of feeling that way at the moment with this side because I know when this team go 1-0 up, cruise control like you're in the car. And of course, you can talk about the play of Gravenberch, where Gravenberch last season was just, all right, I'm going to sit on the bench and just chillax. This season, Arne Slot said to Gravenberch, I'm going to make you my DM. And I'm going to make you the best press-resistant DM in the world. Because every time Gravenberch receives the ball in a very difficult situation, cool as a cucumber, beats the press, and that's where the counterattack or that's where the attack begins. Then you see the play of McAllister, well, whoever the third midfielder is, whether it's Curtis Jones or Soboslai. Maybe we're going to see more of Harvey Elliott now that he's back healthy. And I think it just all starts with Gravenberch. His calmness on the ball, his ability to find a pass, that's what's helping this team create the chances on the opposition. Of course, with Salah, you're going to create, you're going to get assists, you're going to get goals. The dude is just a machine this season. And to think Arne Slot is doing this all with Van Dijk, Trent, and Salah on the last year of their contracts. Do you know how much pressure that's on Arne Slot to be like, am I really going to have these guys for the next couple of years? Or do I just say, F it, let me just coach for one season with these awesome players and see if I can do something? Arne Slot, look, people can be apprehensive and say, oh my God, what was this guy going to do? He comes from the Eredivisie. He's not proven in the Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga. He's not proven in those leagues. Arne Slot is a good manager. If you look at actually what he has done in his career, AZ Alkmaar, he almost got them the title. If it wasn't for COVID, who knows what would have happened that season between AZ Alkmaar and Ajax, because AZ Alkmaar finished second in that league, but only down to goal difference, but they stopped the league because of COVID. Then with Feyenoord were third, fifth place team, couldn't really crack the code against Ajax or PSV. Arne Slot arrives, takes them to a Conference League final, takes them to the Eredivisie title, takes them to a Dutch Cup title, basically brought the happiness back to Feyenoord. And this is all while also selling key players like Sinistera, Malacia, Kochku, Arsnes. Arne Slot built these players and sold them for big money. And yet he said, cool, I'll bring in Santi Jimenez, and Santi Jimenez will be my key striker going forward. And with that second half of the season Santi had, they won the Eredivisie title. And it just shows you Arne Slot is able to adapt to many situations. All right, we're going to play a high pressing game this time around. We're going to be a bit more pragmatic this game. We're going to be a bit more controlled this game. He can play a multitude of ways. I'm no Twitter tactical. I'm not a tactical out there having all these tactic videos. If you want a tactic video, look at James Alcott. That dude knows tactics to a T. But for me, when I watch these games, I can just see a team that believes in this manager, and the manager believes in his philosophy to how he approaches the individual game. It's not always going to be the same, okay, heavy pressing. No, maybe against Southampton, bit more controlled. Real Madrid will be a little bit more controlling in the first half. Second half will take the game to the opponent. Man City, it was just gun-ho, heavy metal, AC/DC, rock and roll football. And that was very much what was the downfall of Man City in that game, because they had no clue what hit them. They got hit with grenades, missiles, bazookas, you name it. And 13 games in, Arne Slot has a 9-point advantage in the Premier League. He is perfect in the Champions League. Nobody could have predicted this. Nobody. Maybe you could see a little bit of a fall off. Okay, they're third or fourth place, but maybe a couple more signings. And he only got one signing this summer. Chiesa. The other signing is Mamardashvili. He's arriving next summer. And all these key players going down injured. Alisson, Jota, Chiesa, Konate injury prone, you name it. Like, Arne Slot has had to deal with a lot of adversity. But yet he's there, just chilling, giving the interviews, talking with the players, and he's just exuding the confidence. And the confidence that he's exuding is now feeding into these players. So can Arne Slot do the unthinkable and deliver the Premier League title in his first season? Well, right now, it's looking very good. But I'm not going to be delusional and say, yep, league is done. Wrap it up, people. Wrap it up. Let's not even compete here anymore. No, you have to look at the way Arsenal are playing. You have to look at the way Chelsea are playing. And who knows? Man City might be in an absolute disaster mode at the moment. But we know with Pep, he can easily go on a 10-game winning streak. So nothing is done for Arne Slot. But I think a lot of people are now getting the apology videos out there and saying, we might have got this wrong, people. We were not, as they say sometimes, I'm not familiar with your game. And a lot of people were not familiar with Arne Slot, the slot machine. If FSG can just back this manager in the January transfer window and get the 3 contracts for the big players done, then Arne Slot can really build a machine out there. But there will be a lot of scary narratives if Arne Slot is able to deliver the Premier League title in his first season for Liverpool. With the lack of signings, with all the injuries, it would be an absolute miracle job if Arne Slot is able to deliver it. But there's a long way to go. But right now, if you're a Liverpool fan, you're enjoying the high level of football you're reviewing on a week-to-week basis. And long may it continue. But once again, nothing is certain in football. But let me know your thoughts, people. Do you think Arne Slot will deliver the Premier League title in his first season? Or do you think this is just a purple patch and Liverpool will slowly fall off? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Remember to follow me on all the socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those links, description down below. But have a beautiful day. Stay safe in this crazy world. Till next time. Adios.